It's the Heckleproof Comedy Podcast with Zach Bolton and Carl Lee and Matty J.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to Heckleproof Podcast. This is our 6th episode, baby. And we having mad fun. Let's give out some shout out to our sponsors. I want to say what's up to Hawaiian Hut. Want to say what's up to Chadwick's Pub.
And Medford Rod and Custom.
And Rogue Comedy Underground.
And this big giant jar of weed.
Yeah. Blaze it up.
Speaking of weed, what's happening today, Matty?
Blaze it up.
Today is a very, very special episode of the Heckleproof Podcast because today Matty is going to get Zach.
What it do? I'm going to be like Snoop Dogg over here.
He gonna get blazed up.
California, baby.
It's a Sunday. It's time to take it to church.
It's time to take it to church.
I'm going all the way up to
Now,
the
You
Lord.
fixing to pray, boy.
It's important to be said. It's not like Zach has never smoked cannabis before, but this is the first time Zach's going to be smoking cannabis on the air. So
On the air.
what we have today, we have a fine varietal selection of just a delightful botanical known as cannabis sativa. And this here cannabis is called grape ape.
Oh,
Grape ape, because the flavor tastes like grape.
Because it does.
Grape
It also
ape.
kind of smells like grape ape.
Like
If you-
grape now-laters?
Let Carl
You
get,
ever
like
had a
grape
now-later?
Kool-Aid.
get a little bit of the nose on that.
Put that in it. Put that in your
I
nostril.
want that purple stuff.
Right,
Now
it's
it's
like grape drink.
Cool. Now it's grape ape and Carl's boogers. That's
And my
what I'm
boogers.
smoking.
Got a little bit of salt in it.
This
Yeah.
tastes like COVID.
No, it don't taste like COVID, because if it tastes like COVID, you would lose your taste.
Right.
Oh, good
And
one.
you would lose your smell.
We-
You would just be
Spark
smoking.
me up. Let's go.
We
You would
even
just
we
be
even gave you
smoking.
your own lighter today.
My own one.
Because he's a big boy, he can do this.
Shout out to the Talent Health Club.
Right. So should I explain how to smoke marijuana, or you got
What
that
button
covered?
do I press?
Right. Press the go button.
Oh, yeah.
Here it is.
This is a fine homegrown cannabis strain. Oh no, that's all for you, dog.
That's all you. Don't try
He trying to
pass
pass
it,
it to me.
No, I ain't pass it. I put an ashtray.
Rich, I got my own.
Now, let me tell you boys something back in my day. I just get real smart after I smoke.
Look at that ball. Look at that shit, dude. That shit is like.
We're smoking that whole thing.
Look at the jar. The jar itself.
Yeah, there's enough in here to get us through next weekend.
I think Madden need to pass that out for Halloween.
30 years ago, you're going to prison if you get
Like
caught
a
with
trick or
that.
Give you a
treating
little bit of
jar.
that, take home with you as well.
Oh, beautiful.
Maddie, you should just pass that shit out for Halloween. What y'all got going on? One for you, because you're going to need a reason to eat all that fucking
gonna
candy.
leave this
One for
beautiful
you,
nug right here.
one for you.
I'm
Yeah,
like
no,
Oprah, the
beautiful.
Oprah of weed.
Dopra. You're Dopra.
Dopra. Ooh.
Hashtag
Dopra win
Dopra.
free.
Dopra.
Win free. Get it? Win.
Right.
Yeah, you're free of the wind.
Dopra.
And I'm just looking for my Stedman.
Ooh.
Studman.
Stud.
No,
Grinder.
My Stedman would be like my
Grinder.
He'd be like my weed supplier as Dopra.
You know how often we've mentioned Grinder? We're going to get a damn sponsor.
I know. They're going to be like, they're going to finally reach out to us.
Hey, we heard you guys say our name every fucking episode.
Every fucking episode.
That's how cool of a lady Jessica is as much as you talk about Grinder, she's still not like Carl.
Bruh, she told me I would most definitely be a top. I was like, I was cutting grass when she said it. I was like, where the fuck that come from?
Right. You had to actually look it up, like Urban Dictionary. What
She was
does
like, you
top
will
mean?
most definitely be a top. Like, what the fuck is you top?
She's trying to say that you wouldn't do well as the submissive.
Mm-hmm. Oh, look at it. Ooh,
There it is.
Ooh.
That is. Daddy's hot.
Starting to kick in. He got that weed song.
Hey, here we go.
There it is.
Here we go. I'm getting high today.
There
I'm
it
getting
is.
high today. Skies are blue. They ain't gray.
It won't be for long.
That'd be an interesting
Everything
challenge. We
will
get
get
Zach
slow.
get Zach high and then see if his ability to freestyle
It gets better.
diminishes.
It
or
gets
It's going to
better.
get. It does. Shit gets better.
Does it
It gets
get better,
better.
or
Start
do
getting
you
deep,
think,
I feel like it's better.
or do you think it's better? But then you
I'm
listen
the
to
only
it
one.
sober, you're like, what the fuck?
Like,
was
actually,
that?
what the fuck was I talking about?
He gonna start getting deep and
I was rapping about candy and shit.
Candy.
because alcohol make a motherfucker cry.
Yeah.
Alcohol brings you to tears. Weed don't do that.
Drake
shit.
must drink a
No,
lot.
weed will bring you to tears.
Drake
it
drinks
will
a
bring
lot.
you to tears when you run out.
Oh, but you won't run out forever, forever, forevermore.
Well, see, we live in a
forever.
state that allows me to produce
Grow
my
it.
own medicine.
Oh, here, well, look, pussy bag.
Did y'all just hear Maddie's cat,
I'm a
aka
pussy magnet.
Allergy?
Allergy.
That little bitch
Get up
give
here
me
and say
allergy.
Today's the episode where Carl pets the cat and breaks out in hives.
And have me overdosing on Benadryl.
Yeah, everybody wants to be on Heckleproof, including my cat.
Yeah, well, that's what happens. It's a fun time. We get high and we don't get high.
Right. So what I was thinking we would do is, we talk about some interesting questions. Once we get you good and ripped,
Oh,
then
Daddy.
we'll open it up to some interesting questions. The kind of questions that we might ask you would be something along this effect: is wouldn't the speed of darkness be faster than the speed of light?
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.
Deep.
And by darkness,
He's not.
I mean
me.
Charlie
He's
Murphy.
not talking about
I'm talking
me.
about Charlie Murphy.
Darkness. Oh, Charlie Murphy. Oh, darkness. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck your couch, nigga. Fuck you.
That was by far, I didn't even realize there was a Charlie Murphy until
Man.
Chappelle
Oh,
came
shit.
out. And as it
Yeah.
turns out, he was just as great.
Dude, he's
to
funny
watch
as fuck.
Yeah.
I
You
think
ever
I like
watch him
Charlie. I think I
stand-up?
like Charlie a little more. Yep.
And
watch
it's
him
not
stand
even
up?
it's not even a real stand-up. It's more like a comedic storytelling, which is great. It's like watching an old songwriter that just tells stories through music. That's how Charlie Murphy is.
Charlie Murphy.
He's not necessarily
Charlie,
writing
man.
the routine. He's just telling you some
Yeah,
stories.
exactly.
Yeah.
Because Charlie was straight street. He was that street dude. Eddie was a little brother coming up, all into TV and shit, loving that
Yeah,
shit. But
yeah.
Charlie was that straight.
But he was well respected, too. And
He was.
He wasn't like a huge name, but he was really well respected.
Well, if you watch Eddie Murphy's movies, you will see Charlie.
Right.
Yeah, he was
the
in
cameo.
it, and that was the
Right.
funny part too. I really love about guys like that. It's like for so long they don't really get their due, and then all of a sudden something happens, and they become a little more of the center spotlight, and then you realize how talented of an entertainer they really were.
Yeah.
And I mean, a great example. We were talking off camera earlier today, but we were talking about Nate Dogg. Look at Nate Dogg. How many records was Nate Dogg on singing on the hook?
Yeah.
Before all of a sudden,
Featured, yeah.
Warren G comes out
Yep.
and starts really calling
50
him out.
Cent, anybody,
And that's one of the
Yeah.
things I always loved the most about the Beastie Boys is they would always give it up to Mario C, right? Because without your DJ behind you making those beats,
Okay.
or
Right.
nothing, right? So you would hear in the Beastie Boys songs like Mario C likes to keep the crowd locked,
Yep.
and it's like, who's Mario C? It's like he's the guy making this whole.
I thought it was
fucking thing
Mario
happen.
Cristobal, the coach for the Ducks.
Oh shit! No,
I thought it
kicked in.
I thought it was.
Maddie.
I thought it was. I thought it was the guy from Saved by the Bell.
Mario, yeah, that does the beauty
Lopez,
pageant.
Mario Lopez.
Did you ever
Hello?
see? Did you ever see Miss South Carolina? This was like 2008 or 2006, somewhere around that time, and they were doing Miss America, and Mario Lopez was the host of that, and he asked her a question. It was about maps or something. Why 95% of, or it was 75% of Americans can't point to the U.S. on a map or something. Not
Oh,
seven-
yes, I remember this.
And
I
she's
love
like,
this answer.
she's like, well, I honestly believe that places such as the Americas and places such as the Irans and the Iraqs, and I'm like, she kept saying such as. And then she would say, "Can't do so because," and I was like, "Oh!" And you look at Mario, and he's trying not to laugh his ass off.
he's trying not to comment.
He's literally like, "Great, okay, great answer. Okay." It was
and
so
then her
funny.
explanation was they didn't have access to maps.
Maps, yeah. Because places where such as the Irans don't have access to maps. It wasn't a question about any other country. It was literally, why can't this percentage of Americans point to the U.S. on a map?
Right, because we don't have access.
She said he said Americans, and she's like, because places like the Irans and the Iraqs don't have access to maps. And that girl she actually is in movies now. It's Kate Upton, I'm pretty sure is what her name is.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
That's Kate Upton. That's amazing.
That shit was hilarious, huh, Maddie? You
Kate
almost
Upton-
fell out the goddamn chair with that shit.
Kate Upton would. She would hate you for that comment.
He did that thing that's what black people relocate when they laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
It's a satellite.
I had a dude.
Let me come over here.
I had a dude that had to get up and walk it off at my show. I was like, "What just happened?" I thought I pissed him off. He got up.
Yeah,
and
I'm looking for my ass. I
He
laughed my
got up
ass
and
off.
ran to the back for a little bit. He came back in.
Wouldn't it be great if he had to dance it out for a minute?
He goes jogging. There are some people when they laugh, they do a little jog in place or whatever. I'm like, what the hell is that?
No, that's true. There's always
that little run.
Yeah, there's always a guy that'll do that. Like, you'll tell a story that's funny, and then he'll do like a little lap around the group of people, like, and just run around people. Like, it's amazing. Like, I never even got mad at it. I don't have that energy, but I just don't have
that energy. It's like, damn. Like, that made me tired watching him laugh.
Right. He had the spirit of the Lord in him for a half.
Like the magic tricks, when someone watches a magic trick and like, oh shit, they like smack the other person. They're fucking, what the fuck did I do?
Oh yeah, oh god, I wish I remember who said it, but it was amazing. It was
like,
amazing.
Dude, I'm here with you. I fucking hear him. Stop.
I watched it too.
Yeah, somebody said, they made like the analogy that the way that black people react to street magic is the same way that white women react to a 50% off sale. And I thought that was the most brilliant thing. Like, they run around,
that's hilarious.
No, and just
hell no, hell no, yo.
Oh hell no, do another one.
Start calling.
Watch this shit. Just fucking beat the shit out of me. Or I had a friend that would always, if I made him laugh, he would like beat the fuck out of me, and I'm like, dude, I don't want to make you laugh.
My best friend's like that. Like, my best friend's
he's
like
all
that.
punching me, and I'm like, why you beat my ass? I'm making you happy.
And he would always say, he said, it's like, I know what I just said.
Dude. He was the same friend that when he would sing along to songs and he wouldn't know the lyrics, but he would be like, oh, bro, he'd be like he'd be rapping, and
that's
I'm
weird.
Like, you're not
shit.
saying the right
that's
words.
Weird. He was trying to tap you, help me.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. No, he'd be like, yo, bro, this song's singing back. Find me. Yeah. Like, you can't just say the last word.
I feel like everybody does that because we want to know the words so bad, and we don't. But we don't want to drop out because we want to show our commitment.
But he like made sure I was paying attention to what he was saying, which I thought was weird because you weren't saying the right words, bro.
I tell you what, man, ain't nothing like driving, listening to your shit.
Yeah.
And you swerping down, you sound so good. You know what I mean? Especially if you hitting some shit like you might be singing some damn like.
Well, you actually do sound
Luther
good.
Vandross or some shit.
Yeah.
Like
that's one thing in music. I work with a lot of vocalists to help them figure out how to do like how to find your sound and how to really let go. Because the thing people don't realize is like to say, oh yeah, I sound great in the shower and I sound great in my car. And there's two reasons why.
Reverb in the bathroom.
No, it's actually not even about that.
Really?
Of course the reverb helps, but really what it's about is knowing no one's around.
Right. So you let loose.
well, yeah.
You let loose a little bit, but think about your voice as an instrument. Like every instrument is similar to a speaker. In that it sounds its best at like 80% volume.
Right.
When you're singing in front of people, you're kind of shy and timid, so you're like,
lesser, yeah.
And you're singing at like 30%, but when you're in the shower and you know nobody's hearing it,
right,
and you got the reverb going,
yeah,
you're singing at sometimes 100, right? And of course you sound good because you're letting go.
Yeah.
But as soon as someone's in front of you, you get nervous and then you sound, your voice sounds weak.
Well, even when you get to that part, you know you can't fuck with. You be like, "Don't you remember?"
Yeah, but in the shower,
you still keep your commitment.
in the shower,
you toned
though,
it down a little bit. Like,
I do be selling out Madison Square Garden in my shower.
I want to hit that part so bad. Like, oh, I wish I
in the shower though, you just hit that shit.
There was some show I watched as a kid, and it was great because there was an episode where a person who's a really amazing singer but had confidence issues became famous, and the way that they were able to still become famous without their confidence issues is they would put them on stage in a fake shower so no one could see them, and then just
that's
mic
hilarious.
And so they were able to become a superstar, but nobody ever saw them sing. And that was the key to them sounding amazing. And I was like, that's a good commentary on how
I'm always in the shower. The very first time that I saw you,
that was 19.
And that's the thing.
Said hello,
91.
said hi.
That's the thing. When you're in the shower, you'll do it. You'll do the work. Like when you're in front of somebody, you'll be like, don't you remember?
Yeah.
You told me, and you sing it really boring. But you know, like when you're in the shower,
you're plugging the ear.
You're doing the little vocal tricks when you're in the shower. You're like, don't you remember?
I do that in my car.
Hitting the runs and shit
in your car when you don't see anyone beside you. The difference is you won't do this in the shower, but you'll do this in your car.
Yep.
You become a backup dancer when you sing. In your car, you'll be like,
Yep. Exactly.
That's
and
your
car's pulling out. In your
it's
car.
something about being in that damn car, man.
Yeah. It's just a vibe. That's another form of meditation.
Ooh, that's it. Because you're in the moment. You're
that's all you're focusing on is you're performing for nobody, but you think in your head you're performing for somebody.
But how about when you just drive and you belching that shit out, and then you get to the light and that person looking right next to you, I've got sunshine.
I just sing to him. I sing to him now. I
you
see
play
him
that
and
shit
I sing
on.
to him. I
you
love
just
it.
stop.
Yeah, I always try to hype him up. I
Yeah.
always try to be like, louder, Holmes,
Yeah,
bring it.
like-
You know, that's what I love in that Pineapple Express. Like he pulls up next to these two Mexican dudes in the car, and he's listening to like, I don't even know what it is, like Funky Town or something.
Won't you take me to
Right.
shit.
And he pulls up next to
Funky
him
Town.
and rolls down the window, you know, and he looks over, and instead of being like shy about it, he like pumps the volume and keeps singing it, and then the dudes next to him are like, yeah, you know.
I do love that. I think we need more of that shit.
Yes.
I was driving down Main Street like a couple weeks ago, and my buddy Grayson and I had turned on. Is your from a nipple plan yet, Missy Elliott? Work it. And I had set it to the part where it's like, is your from a nipple plan yet? And we stop at this stop sign. People are eating outside.
This is the same story we had.
Did I tell this story?
You totally did.
Have another fucking joint, Zach.
Let's point it out.
God.
First sign of being intoxicated
Get
on
high
marijuana.
again.
I told this story.
Zach told
Have
this
another
story.
joint. Oh
What
my
episode was
God.
that?
They're like
This
the
was like
first
episode 3.
whatever.
Oh, fuck.
Episode 3, yeah.
Have another
No, this is a different
joint.
story. And then I went home.
And then you got shot.
And I sang in the shower. And
And what had happened was, right.
My friend, da-da-doo, da-doo. That's the only time I hit those notes in that shower. I ain't singing that in front of nobody.
See, I'm famous. I'm famous for 2 notes. The "Take on Me" note.
Ooh.
Remember that song from the '80s? Take on Me.
Take on me.
And it's got that one high note.
Take on me.
It's got the one high note.
Which part is that? Where is that at?
Take me up, I'll be
Oh, yeah.
And then it's after that.
gone.
Yeah, there it is.
Ding, 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 ding,
Exactly.
ding, 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 ding,
So-
ding, ding.
Why'd you go to the Friends theme song after that?
No, that's how the
So there's that one, and then there's "Dream On" by Aerosmith.
Oh.
Remember?
I'm gonna tell you,
Which
man.
part?
Dream on.
Oh, Dream On.
And then at the
Yeah,
very end of that
yeah.
phrase, he does the.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
You do that shit live, people lose their mind.
Yeah, I love that.
So those are the 2 good notes.
Carl, what's your go-to when you're singing? When you're singing in the shower?
I don't really sing in the shower much.
Yeah,
I'm in the
damn
car,
right.
man. I'm in the car.
What do you sing in the car? What do you like to
Carl
listen to?
becomes on my playlist.
Carl
Because
does
if
do
you
that.
think about it, your playlist is your shit.
True.
So all your favorite cuts coming up on that motherfucker.
True.
I was gonna say Carl covers all spans of music and time in his car. It's like a jukebox.
Yeah, it
of
is,
Carl.
man. Exactly. Because I tell you what, though, but if something did pop up, it may be like, oh shit, a Boyz II Men song,
Oh, love Boys the Best.
Boyz II Men song, and man,
End of the Road, bro. That's my shit. End of the Road is my
End of the Road
shit.
was good, but remember when they had that crossover record, and like everybody got together and they were doing like the ABC, BBD, the whole.
Oh yeah, the East Coast family, Michael Bivins, East Coast
they did
family.
that,
Yeah,
like,
Michael
one
Bivins was
track.
there.
They did
Yeah.
that one track where everybody was kind of on it.
Yeah, exactly. East
Yeah.
Coast
That was
family.
my shit.
Never skip
That was
a beat.
real ass music, man.
My chula no
Remember how good?
Chachi.
Remember how good
Jet
PM
Black
Dawn
Bands.
was?
He was so different.
I feel like I'm listening to my iPod right now. I'm just in here. I'm like, oh, here we go.
Exactly.
No, it was like that. It was like so smooth. You like lay in the pool listening to that music.
Yeah, that was when hip hop. That was different, man. It was.
That wasn't even really hip hop yet. It was almost there.
Yeah, because it was one of them like dreadlock. He had that dreadlock with the little specs, like
They were like the
John Lennon.
leftover. They were the leftover end of the R&B, what they called the
That's
R&B
true.
at that time, and it was kind of going to the hip hop.
It
thing.
was,
So they were
yeah.
like a little bit of both. But PM Dawn was great because it was always
Yeah,
like
Craig
you know.
David.
Oh shit,
Craig David has some shit.
And
Craig
but
David has some shit.
but don't you feel?
y'all Google Craig David because he was a one hit wonder. Really,
Well, don't you guys?
No, he had some good stuff.
he was one hit wonder.
Whatever.
Would you guys agree that certain music has a feel regarding what season it is? So like there's certain
Yeah,
songs
1000%.
you are like
1000%.
summer.
Hello.
Like you hear that song, you're like that's
1000%.
summer. Like you
808s.
almost enjoy it more.
I'ma tell you
if
what.
808s and Heartbreaks by Kanye West, where he's got Coolest Winter and all that stuff. I can only listen to that during Christmas time. It feels wrong if I listen to it any other time.
I tell you what, I'm gonna do the song that as soon as it comes on, it's straight up. It makes you know what season. Drums, please.
Right.
Summertime.
Summer. Yeah. That is the shit when only the summer.
Literally in the
I
song.
don't feel the same about it in winter. That's what I'm saying.
For me, in the song, Carl.
No, I'm saying when you hear that summertime, it's like, yeah.
For sure. For me, that's California love.
There's a lot of songs like that.
As soon as I hear that,
yeah, you can hear a song and be like, this is a summer song.
You know, yeah, that's a summer song
to me. Is
exactly.
It doesn't hit like it does in the winter.
Yep.
Because that's like top down, you're cruising.
You want to
improve California screaming. I'm here, hoochie screaming.
You want to
step on the scene here, hoochie screaming.
Yeah. You want to improve your auto-tune
mama
impression.
Oh yeah.
Do exactly what you just did, but right here over.
That's my SpongeBob thing.
California love. You know, like that's
California love.
There you go. You got it.
Somewhere Wisconsin.
Or you can go slow, like
he's actually
go along, yeah.
California love.
There you go. You got it.
Or you sound like a Muppet. What the fuck?
Hey, baby, check this out. I do that at a party. Listen, girl.
Don't you discourage his career.
We represent
the Lollipop Kids.
That's a SpongeBob impression right here. Hey, Patrick.
That is good job. See, you can tell the weed kicking in. SpongeBob is some pothead shit. See,
SpongeBob. I kind of have a love-hate.
I could do a few impressions.
I see.
I got a love-hate thing with SpongeBob.
Regis Philbin.
I got complaints about SpongeBob.
Regis
what kind of complaints you got about a fucking cartoon?
I got complaints about SpongeBob.
Tell us about it.
What?
Yeah,
that's what we need.
Like I said, it's a love-hate thing.
Is he too absorbent?
Yeah.
Ooh, he's porous.
Yeah. No, what it is. Oh, we got an alarm.
Oh,
dope.
Oh,
what it is.
Hey, what the fuck?
Facts. Hang on before we go.
I know, I just had to do it.
Yeah, Carl, you're messing with my whole flow, man.
Oh, sorry about that.
Sorry.
Flow rider.
Yeah. But no, what my issue, my only real issue is SpongeBob. Direct and blatant ripoff of the animation style from Ren and Stimpy.
True that. I could see that. Oh, damn. I never thought about that.
Oh, the animation style? Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
But the show was different.
Well, that's how it works, man. They still shit.
But there's a difference between imitation and fucking
straight up duplicating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Well, imitation crab is a duplicate of just regular crab, so they call it imitation.
Oh, but you still eat it?
Yeah.
I feel like country music is the imitation crap of music.
I love country music. You listen to any new country music? Sand in My Boots, Morgan?
No.
Especially
one that calls somebody nigger.
No, he said it with an A. He did not say that. They bleeped it out. Find the clip where it's hard R.
That ER stretched out.
Find the clip where it's... I'm not saying it was okay, but... I'm not saying I'm not saying it was okay, but the cancel culture shit needs to stop. People make mistakes.
No, I'm not trying to cancel country. I'm just trying to help people have better taste
in country.
There's good country music.
I don't know, man. I'm old school. My grandfather was an old school, like Charlie Pride and Ronnie Mills.
Yeah, that's real.
I'm saying that's
country.
all well and good, but we progress as a nation, and it's best to leave the past.
I don't segregate. I appreciate all music.
I mean, I grew up loving Hee Haw. That was my fucking show.
Hee Haw was funny.
Google it.
Doesn't make country music good though, just because Hee Haw was. Hee Haw was the
shit. Stop hating on country.
Don't make slavery okay just because Roots was a good series.
Exactly.
Without slavery, we wouldn't have had Roots, and God damn it, we needed that. Is that what the point you're saying?
Oh gosh! Oh my!
Say what you will about slavery, it brought us roots.
No, I don't think people like country music because they don't give it a chance. Some people don't give it a chance, so that's where they're like, I don't like it because I never liked it. I don't like it, and that's 90% of everything why people hate shit. But I don't like country. I like country music because I was the same way. I was like, I don't like it. I'll never do it, and now I fucking listen to it.
Well, our podcast has always been about open-mindedness, but also it's been about self-improvement.
Yeah.
So
true. True.
Preach, Matty. Preach. I gotta take a drink on that.
Just saying. You can read between the lines. But there was a button.
Hit it.
Hey, what the fuck?
Facts.
Yeah, what's up, guys? That's right. This is one of the funniest parts of the show. Everything we do is damn funny, to tell you the truth. But this is what the fuck facts. This is just random shit that we don't even know about, but you about to learn about.
What you got for
example,
us today,
guys,
Carl?
This is actually an acronym for something. I'll give you a hint.
Yeah, tell me.
A police officer mistaking the gun for it.
A comb.
Nope.
An acronym.
It depends on if you're talking about.
Just think about what recently.
I know, it's a taser.
Yes, so a taser is actually an acronym for Tom May Swift Electric Rifle. This Tom Swift is in reference to a book character that is an inventor of amazing gadgets who was a childhood favorite of the Taser's inventor, Jack Cover. So, Jack, you responsible for some fucked up shit. Just let
Jack,
you know.
killed a lot of people on accident.
So
Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. Jack made us some bullshit.
right.
Jack grabbed the wrong damn stick.
Jack gonna shock you in your dick.
That was brought to you by Grindr.
Grinder.
So he was inspired to invent it by a book character that he loved, basically.
Crazy.
Right.
Interesting.
Exactly, man. That's
Interesting.
So yeah. Was there any repercussions from that?
Are you high or am I high? Are we high?
both of them. Both of
No,
y'all.
I just mean like, So,
Oh, yeah.
yeah. So where are we at with that?
So again, that's what Taser. Tom A. Swift electric rifle.
Ooh.
Taser. That's what Taser is.
Electric rifle. Hey, don't touch my Tom A. Swift electric rifle.
All right, here we go with the next one. The average American child eats 1,500 of these before they graduate high school.
Hopes and dreams. It's gonna eat them. As soon as you have that child, your hopes and dreams are gone.
Did you say pussy?
What the hell's wrong with you, chap?
Did you say pussy?
Did you say pussy? You something else.
Pussy.
By age what?
The average American child eats 1,500 of these before they graduate from high school.
Oranges.
No. And the average adult consumes 3 times of that a month. Whoa.
What?
3 times a month.
Oh, 3 times
It's
of
something
that?
to eat. Think about it. Think about a hint.
Is it a
is
sandwich?
kid. Yes, there we go.
Sandwich.
See, now you're playing the game with
I'm
me.
gonna say hamburger.
It's a kid. Now think about kids.
Because I had a lot of sandwiches growing up.
Because something, okay, what was the quickest one that you knew how to make and you did
Peanut
it?
butter and
Peanut
jelly.
butter.
Hello,
and
that's what it
jelly.
is. Peanut butter
Ding, ding,
jelly
ding, 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 ding.
time.
Peanut butter jelly.
The average
time.
American child eats 1,500 peanut butter and jelly sandwiches before they graduate high school. The average adult consumes a peanut butter and jelly sandwich 3 times a month. That's bullshit.
Are you kidding me? I haven't had a peanut butter jelly
me
sandwich
either.
for years.
I had one. I had a couple.
I'm not against it.
I
but
love PB&J.
I love
Actually,
it,
that was my
Toast
pregame
it.
meal. I would eat a peanut butter jelly sandwich
Toast
before,
it. I love it
basketball.
toasted.
Before basketball, peanut butter jelly sandwich. It's good energy.
Mm-hmm. It is. Man,
And then your breath smell like peanut butter, so nobody
Yeah,
want to cover
so-
you.
No,
too close.
we have to wear masks when we play.
You almost had me for a minute
Pre-COVID.
with my
Pre-COVID.
ignorant sports ass.
I'd wear it for
You almost had me. I was like,
Yeah, I started a trend. I wears a fashion statement. Now everybody wears one. It's fucking dumb.
So here's an amazing story. This is
wear
pretty
hockey
interesting. Here's an amazing story which is actually pretty interesting, guys.
Let's hear it.
An 18-year-old girl from India lost both of her arms in a bus crash. A year later, she received an arm transplant from a man with big, dark, and hairy arms. Amazingly, after a few years, her new arms became more slender and changed color to match her skin tone.
What
Damn.
fuck?
Yes.
So like estrogen kicked in, and then
Take a
plus
look at that
also
shit.
ethnicity.
Oh, look at those hands, though, bro. You can tell
Dude,
that came from.
that's some
look at those hands,
Dude,
bro.
that's
You want
fucking,
these hands?
You see them hands, man?
Holy shit!
Look at the whole
Is that Tyler
setup.
Hands, bro?
Go pun intended.
It's a sports guy.
Look at
She got that big clit energy.
look,
Holy
look at that, man.
And she grew a dick 2 years after.
Those are like 7-footers.
You leave her alone. She didn't grow a dick.
She got some Yao Ming arms.
Holy hell!
Poor girl lost her arms in a bus crash.
She got
and
arms?
Now you're trying to say she got a dick.
She's 5'2", and the guy she got her arms from was 7'6".
I don't know, it might be news to you, but when you get hit by a bus, you don't automatically get a dick. It's not like
No,
you were hit
I'm
by
saying-
a bus. Let
no,
us issue your
that's not-
complimentary dick.
No,
You're entitled
we're
to
talking
it by
about
your
the
right.
men's arms being on her. He's like, and then she grew, and I was like, and then she grew a dick. That's the man
That's-
thing. The man thing.
That's a whole new
Had nothing to
definition of
do
the
with-
term stranger, wouldn't it be?
Stranger.
It's always
Give myself a
different.
stranger
from now
every
on.
day.
You know the great thing though is now she can commit crimes in his name, right? Because she's got his
Fingerprints.
Oh wow!
Hell yeah. Hell
Holy
yeah.
Fuck,
She might not even thought about that. I hope
What
she's
the
listening right now
fuck?
because I just gave her the keys to the kingdom.
dude, she's
Ooh.
out there.
She can be on a spree.
All right, 3 more. There are a couple of these restaurants in LA that serve no food. There is a suburban and a city-style restaurant purely for filming when the set needs to be a blank.
Restaurant.
Fast food. That's your hint. If you don't get this, something is real wrong with my contestants.
McDonald's?
Yes.
A whack
There's
Donald's.
fake McDonald's?
There's some fake McDonald's just for LA. Like
How many people go through the drive-thru a day in that thing, I feel like?
nobody, man. It's for movies.
Oh, it's on a set? Like
Yeah.
it's blocked off? It's
No,
not
I don't
public
even
can-
know, but it's just for.
But I'm saying if the public can access it, you don't think
They
would-
can.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
set.
That's what I thought.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It's like that diner that you see, in Pulp Fiction, and when they rob Pulp Fiction, that diner has been in a ton of movies.
Oh,
but
yeah.
it's actually
There's a lot
real-
of
That's
places
actually
that
a
are like
real
that.
diner, but this is like a set
Right.
produced to look perfect.
Right.
And an ancient Egyptian loved their cat so much that members of a household would shave their eyebrows as a sign of mourning when their cat passed away. They would only stop mourning once their eyebrows had grown back.
I'm just crying for months.
Yeah, Maddie's
No,
a
it
cat
would only
lover.
take a few
Maddie's
weeks.
a cat lover.
Yeah.
Eddie, when your cat dies, I want you to shave your eyebrows.
I know. I want you to shave them.
Right.
We go,
Well,
we
I've
come on
lost-
an
I've
episode where
lost
it's like,
a-
I'm so sorry. We don't even know. We just see his eyebrows. I'm so sorry.
Right. Well, I lost a few.
Oh,
I feel like I would have.
we see a shaved eyebrow. Oh, man.
Remember, like Vanilla Ice.
I'm sorry.
Oh, man.
He didn't
Remember
even tell
Vanilla
us what
Ice had the
happened.
multiple.
Oh, yeah. the
Oh, that
lines
was a
and
move
shit.
back in the
I could do
90s.
The
one.
people do that still.
I could do one for every cat I lost.
Oh.
Like
Like
R.I.P.
teardrop
Fluffy.
tattoo.
Right, R.I.P. Fluffy. No, just little paw prints.
Yeah. Walking on your face. Yeah.
Where the tattoo tears would be. I got
Oh, my
I
God.
love paw prints. That'd be hilarious.
I think I had me some pomegranate seeds.
Right. I'm a sensitive gangster.
Pomegranate seeds.
Pomegranate
so,
seeds.
or I just have a big grape.
Great.
What you do? I crushed his ass.
Yeah.
No, I feel like
crushed
Stomped him out.
I feel like you could have a little like kid's handprint from all the children you've adopted over the years.
Yeah, jeez. Well, child's handprint on your face.
All right, here's my last one. In 2020, 25.6% of these graders have consumed alcohol.
These graders.
What do you think it is?
25%?
In 2020, 25.6% of
Eighth
these.
grade.
Yes, good job, dude.
That was a guess.
It was. So, and then 11.5 have smoked cigarettes, 14.8 have used marijuana.
All eighth graders?
Hey, marijuana
And
won.
21.
It used to be the opposite.
I don't
Wait,
know.
what's
Maddie.
marijuana?
No,
What-
Maddie.
what's the percentage for marijuana?
Marijuana didn't win.
No,
Because
alcohol.
alcohol-
25%.
No, I
And
mean
then-
over cigarettes.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
what I'm
Yeah.
celebrating.
And
That's
then
better,
21.3% have used illicit drugs. What is illicit drugs?
acid, ecstasy, heroin.
Yeah.
Berries. I feel like
Methamphetamines.
illicit is anything.
Methamphetamines.
Illicit is anything that stirs a response.
Ooh.
Like when they say like
That's deep.
it's going to have illicit material.
Explicit?
That doesn't really tell you anything. It's
Explicit
just
or
like,
illicit?
It's going to be shocking.
That's deep.
So this will tie into the next one. So
hear it.
we got some data back.
Oh.
Yeah. So it's been a while since the legalization of weed,
Okay.
right? So we got some data. We got some data on what happened. A lot of speculation.
Well, tell us, Data.
on what was going to happen.
Da-da.
A lot of people thought a lot of good was going to happen. A lot of people thought a lot of bad was going to happen. There was
And
a
how
whole
long has it
bunch.
been?
So it just depends on where you're from. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But
Oregon has been like, what, 5 years?
well,
Less than that.
what they're essentially saying is that in one place it's now been a decade,
Oh, shit.
and that's Colorado
Yeah,
Oh,
that makes sense.
Colorado's first
yeah.
one.
And
Denver
Washington.
Nuggets. The
And-
Denver Nuggets.
and Washington. So what they're basically saying is like we looked at the numbers. Numbers are in. This is like the Oscars of weed.
Exactly.
I was excited when I read this.
And you got to open it up like an envelope.
Right, and so our first envelope, drum roll please. This nomination is for whether or not legalization substantially affected crime rates.
Ooh.
And the winner goes to proponents of legalizing weed claimed it would reduce violent crimes, while opponents said it would increase violent crime. But a study by the CATO Institute found overall violent crime has neither soared nor plummeted in the wake of marijuana.
So nothing.
Oh, nothing. Stayed stagnant.
I mean, let's be real, man. I know some dudes that would come through and jack you for your sack. They would come through. They know if they
Is that Grinder?
they just take your balls. Like I was just sitting here pissing. I know I saw him before I started.
It will jack you for your
No,
sack.
man, but there
Give me
was a
that
time.
sack.
Because Maddie, man, I'm talking about in the '90s. You know how it was, like, dude, like if you had some bags of weed, you were the shit. Dudes would come and get you for it.
Damn.
But now they don't.
Damn.
They don't have to do that. Yeah, man. I see my boys do that shit, man. Go to a dude's house knowing he was a big weed dealer because you only had like one,
Right.
All right.
and they would get them.
Here's one to guess. You guys can guess.
Oh, what are you playing on there?
I'm playing with your emotions. Has legalization affected the price of marijuana compared to when it was black market?
Yes.
Yes, it's cheaper. It's easy.
No, it's right in the middle.
And
feel like it's cheaper.
the envelope says, many people believe that marijuana prices would crash after legalization, providing an increased incentive to use it. But a recent study by the CATO Institute found prices have barely budged.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I guess I'd say it's cheaper here because it's like we have so much of it.
We do.
Right.
We got so much around here, so people.
Matty,
and half the time, people just give it to you. You don't even gotta buy it.
Well, how many dispensaries are out here?
Oh, I don't know.
In Medford alone, man.
Right. It's just like 6 less than Infinity, I believe.
I was waiting like,
Infinity
what?
-6.
I'm serious, man. You drive all through Oregon. You go through any town, whether it's Bend, Salem, Eugene, or Klamath Falls. No, Klamath Falls got meth shops.
That's what that's what I say a lot, though. No, it's totally true. I ask people all the time, like, do you smoke weed or do you just hate Oregon's economy?
Ooh,
Right.
That make a motherfucker think. I gotta smoke.
That's
think,
deep.
I can't think. Give me.
But it's a good thing. Oregon, I'm sorry, not Oregon. They speculate that in those 2 states, in Washington and Colorado, 77,000 jobs were created.
damn,
Oh shit, that makes sense. Mm-hmm.
makes a lot of sense.
Good for state budgets. Colorado, it's around $20 million a month. Total
Damn.
of $387 million. So those stats are interesting. But here's my other one that I like. This one I wondered about. I wondered about the envelope for, has legalization had any effect on traffic accidents
Ooh,
or fatalities?
ooh.
No, I don't. I mean, well, no. I mean, I never thought of marijuana as having effects. I thought alcohol is that shit you got to worry about. I don't think too many pot smokers are as reckless like that. So I would say, no, I don't think so.
Right. What this is saying.
But they have, well, I guess how do they test for that?
Because a lot of time after an accident happens, then you immediately get tested.
Yeah, exactly.
To make sure you're not under the influence.
right. But I mean, what do they test for weed? Just blood or something? Oh, okay.
Yeah, exactly. You're
Because like you can't like just I don't know.
I mean, it's not your average fender bender, but like
Right.
you might have killed someone or somebody gets
right, but
off.
I wonder how people get like DUIs when they're high, or you
well,
know.
because
usually the
it's
smell emanating off your
well, there's
ass
some
and-
type of
But if it's
effect.
not, and they're like, I can
They
see
do
your
have
eyes
a-
are bloodshot. You're
Depends
high.
what state, but some states have a swab, an oral swab.
Oh, really?
on the spot,
Yeah, and if you've recently,
I would just say no thanks.
They
I don't-
need to do
no
that for
thanks. I don't do
daddies.
oral. No thanks. I don't do oral.
they need to do that for daddies. Just pull your ass over. Oh, you behind on child support? Come here, let me.
So as it turns out, the answer is it has had absolutely no effect.
Yes, I knew it.
Absolutely
Ding
no
ding, I
effect.
won. I won. I won.
So
What'd you tell him what he won, Johnny?
right, he won tax money. It sounds like is what he won. You guys want to hear another fun one from Florida?
Yes, our favorite state.
Florida.
You know I love to bring you stories from Florida. So
Yes.
I always try to get a newer one. And as it turns out, the story we talked about in, I think, our first episode about the alligator,
The Wendy's.
right,
Mhm.
in the Wendy's, that was actually older than I thought. That was a 2016 story. So I
so
was trying to
old.
find something newer, right? So this story is from April 27th.
Oh, that's like
Damn,
3 days
a
ago.
couple of days ago.
4 or
I'm trying
5
to
days
get better for you guys.
That's really
I'm trying
you-
to be a better.
You know this
investigative-
person. This isn't a news story.
This ain't Florida. This is your friend. All right, this one's great.
Okay, let's hear it.
Animal rescuers in Florida said a pickup truck driver reached the end of his 300-mile journey and discovered that a great horned owl was embedded in the front grille of his vehicle. Wouldn't be that odd if it was dead, but as it turns out, it was very much alive.
And he didn't hear it go, ooh, ooh, ooh.
Not at 55
going-
down
it
the
was going-
freeway
he
with a
just-
dually.
He's like, why do I keep yelling Mike Jones? Like, who? He's like, Mike Jones. Who? Mike Jones.
He didn't. I don't have no passengers.
So he reported he had seen an owl fly out in front of his vehicle on the road, but he didn't think he hit it and didn't discover it until the end of his 300-mile trip. The owl had broken through the front grill
Whoa.
Think about that. The front grill of a semi broke through it and becomes stuck. Usually it's between a grill and a radiator. Not a good place to be, right? You'd think. So the owl was carefully extracted from the pickup truck and taken to a facility where it was given fluids, pain medication, and laser therapy treatment.
What?
I don't know what the laser therapy was, but it was found to be suffering from swelling and a slight cut.
No shit.
And a slight
concussion.
Slight cut to one of its elbows. And is expected to make a full recovery.
Owl's got elbows?
I wonder what he gonna do when he get. They should ask him. So what are you gonna do when you get out of the hospital?
I'm gonna show you a picture of. I'm gonna show you a picture of the,
who's paying for this shit. What kind of health insurance he got?
Oh, jeez. That's creepy.
He's like actually behind.
That's scary.
So he found him. So he got up in there on his own.
Yeah, they rescued him and everything, and he recovered.
Oh.
No, he didn't get up there on his own. Unless you consider on his own getting hit by.
Well, you know how some like cats that get up in the engine and dogs.
No,
that's a damn owl.
Owls are smarter.
That's not a cat.
But still, how the fuck did that owl get up in there?
It's a wise owl.
Because there's a hole in the grate from where it hit.
He flew through it. You didn't hear that part of the story?
Yeah, I never seen an owl fly.
I've
not
actually,
that fucking low. I've seen him like
I almost hit one on McAndrews when I was in high school.
Damn,
a white owl, bro.
Me too.
I've done it a couple times. There's twice. I almost ran over an owl twice.
They're so big.
They're huge.
They're so much bigger than you think they are. And when
their
you see them with their
wingspan.
wings out,
yes,
I thought I hit a goddamn angel, man. It was like it was in the middle of the night.
What's that movie with John Travolta?
Yeah. Where
Phenom.
No,
He
the one where he's
hits
an
him.
angel.
He hits him with the car, and then he falls on the.
I never seen that corny shit.
No, it's
a great movie.
No, it's
What's
not.
it called? David or something?
I feel like it was Daryl Hannah.
Michael.
Who?
Michael.
Daryl Hannah.
It's called Michael.
Michael. That is called Michael with John Travolta.
Anyway.
Said David.
Smells like cookies.
Yep.
Right.
Yeah.
I
remember that.
But no, like in the middle of the night when you're not expecting an owl.
Yeah.
It scares the shit out of you.
Dude, you're like, what is that
so
demonic
wide.
being?
Yeah, it seems like you hit a gargoyle. All right, my last one I got is police chase loose cow through Connecticut town.
Loose cow?
Loose cow through Connecticut. What kind of Connecticut town, I wonder? What's
this
the name
one
of it?
also happened on the 26th. This is a day before the other story.
So all these animals.
Jeez, that's a fast cow.
Animals are taking over, man.
What town in Connecticut?
Let me see.
I mean,
police in Connecticut. Fairfield.
Why did they make an article about it? They don't have to make a cow about it. Don't have to have a cow about it. You know what I mean?
You almost got
Bart
that
Simpson.
right.
Don't,
Except
you already got
high.
it right. Yeah. Bart Simpson.
That's that cow, dude.
You'd be like the guy on Trailer Park Boys where he's like fucking up the sayings
Love that
everybody
shit.
says.
Oh my gosh,
And he's
yeah.
only off by a little bit. He's like, it's not fucking rocket appliances.
Rocket surgery. That's what I love.
Yeah,
It's not rocket surgery.
But it's funny, man, because if you would have said Kentucky, I would have been like, well, you ain't got to tell me no more. That's Kentucky. I expect that shit.
Yeah, like if your cows are just loose all the time.
Yeah, but you said Connecticut. That's
So police said that a escaped cow led its owner and officers on an hours-long chase through several neighborhoods. This is why I wanted to cover this story. It was not just what happened. It was the incident itself. They said a call came in about midnight related to a loose cow at an intersection. Totally normal, right? Officers pursue the bovine alongside the animal's owner. Bovine is just what it means, cow.
Right, I know.
The cow led its pursuers on an hours-long chase and was photographed walking past the Country Cow Deli.
he was not.
Oh
fucking
my gosh.
Making a statement. He was walking by that deli like,
He's
"Nah,
protesting.
He's coming to get all his cousins and aunts
Yeah.
and shit. Just gonna knock down.
What the fuck was this cow's name? Usain Bolt?
I don't know. But apparently the cow had a sign that said Bovine Lives Matter or something. I don't know. I'm not positive. But
Real BLM movement there.
so I guess they caught it. It was about 2 miles where
That's interesting.
It was initially spotted. They caught it, right? Here's the fun part. Remember how I said that cow is making a statement? So he walks right by the deli, makes sure he gets a photo op, right? So when they catch him, the cow sits down and refuses to move for more than 3 hours.
What?
That motherfucker played dead.
No. Sit in. That's a sit in, bro. That's protest.
Ooh.
That cow walks by the deli, gets a photograph. They finally corner him, and he's like, "For all my
And
my
just
brothers,
sat right there. Fuck
right,
y'all.
Fuck
Move.
you.
You can't move me.
Fuck
Move
you.
me. Move me,
Yeah.
bitch.
Damn.
Move me.
Damn.
Move me. Move me.
Like maybe
Move
I'll
me.
maybe
Move
I'll
me.
move.
Moo me.
Maybe I'll Maybe I'll move when your conscience is moved.
Maybe I'll move when your conscience is moved.
Move.
Right, and then eventually it was a return to its owner's home. But I like the idea that it was an hours-long chase, and it's only 2
3
miles.
hours? What were they doing for 3 hours trying to get it up?
Well, it says it was 2 miles away.
Yeah.
How is it an hours-long chase?
That's what I'm saying.
That's a slow-ass cow. They were just
They're
walking
slow,
by
too.
it slowly.
I feel like they were doing it on purpose, like making sure everybody in the
They're just going
neighborhood-
around in circles. He's like, come on, bitches.
Well, I imagine not a lot happens in Fairfield, and so they were kind
Yeah.
of like, dude,
What the hell?
let's go just slowly do like a cruise with this cow.
They ate at that chicken place, and then the cow went and sat at it.
Kenny Smith, a NBA sports
Kenny the
analyst.
Jet.
Here's a
Kenny
photo.
Jet Smith.
The photo of the cow in front of the deli.
Country cow deli.
Making his protest.
Let my people go.
Damn sure is. Oh, that cow look fast. That cow look like it's pretty lean. Like
This
it
is
got
what
some
I'm hoping.
stamina.
And this is what I'm hoping
Like got some
happens.
stamina. This cow got some endurance.
Let me see them udders.
Well, this is what I'm hoping happen, right? Because he looks athletic.
Damn.
And it's only 2 miles. I'm hoping that was sort of like those cartoons where you got to chase them all around and they keep coming out of different doors.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I want to have happen.
that's so
I want to know that these cops were baffled. Like the cow
What?
kept losing them, and then they had to
That's
find
so
it again. And it was probably just zigzagging through the same 2 miles, just laughing. If cows can laugh, I don't know.
After 4 hours of chasing the cow, the officers
4
realized
hours.
it was not a cow. It was a
Some
horse.
people and some were off the clock and they were fucked up, pissed off. Like I gotta work overtime for this shit. But Kenny Jet Smith was late reporting to TNT Studios, and he was in his limousine riding, and he's late. And they said like Ernie Johnson and said Kenny's always late. Kenny claims I'm on time. I'm never late on time. So Kenny was in his car driving, and a fucking zebra in the middle of downtown Atlanta on the freeway was loose from a circus running on the freeway.
Oh, shit.
And the zebra, it's a
Fast
fucking
as
horse.
shit.
And you're
It's
also
a fucking
not,
horse.
It's a fucking horse.
You're not equipped to mentally deal with that because it's a zebra.
Yeah.
Like you could probably have swerved if it was a horse, but
Yeah.
it takes an extra half second for you to
Yes.
realize you're seeing a zebra. You're gonna hit it. You're gonna
and
hit it.
Kenny was late, and he texted him, "I'm gonna be late. There's a zebra on the freeway." So
And everybody's like, "Fuck your ass! You're
Kenny,
not."
you always fucking late,
You
dude.
lying
That's your
motherfucker.
story. Next
Yeah,
thing
that's
you know,
your
it was
story.
like Kenny wasn't lying. Like
Charles
it's all over the
Barkley
news.
just, God damn it,
Kenny
Kenny.
won't know zebra.
Kenny got the
How you
zebra
get
in
a
the
zebra on the
Zebra.
freeway? Kenny,
ball round, put it in the hoop.
Right. He's like trying to explain it away, like Obama would have.
So bad. That guy's so bad.
There
at
was a
talking.
zebra. There was a zebra on the freeway, and therefore I had to move.
and we're gonna get it.
Accidentally hit it, but I figured safer for humanity if it was off the freeway. So therefore, I am a patriot.
I was on the freeway, and I saw there was a zebra. It was black like me, but it had white stripes.
I'm not lying.
I felt like this zebra represented
Why does
every man.
Why does every president have like a unique voice?
They do, man. Let me see who had
President Bush was
who
always
was
looking
the
at
best
the
one.
sun.
Who was the best? Who?
I'm George W.
Gosh.
I feel like the Nixon impression that people do is
Back in
probably
the day.
Fuck. Better than the real voice actually was. But I love the Nixon voice.
Nixon
that whole
is a good voice.
that whole kind of thing in the
Yeah.
back.
Yeah.
Very like bulldoggy.
I think when I was coming in the '80s, Ronald Reagan impression.
I did not have sexual
Yep.
relations.
That's not wrong.
No, I was talking about Bill Clinton. That's
yeah,
my-
his generation. Fuck. No, not even then. You weren't even around.
Bill Clinton, I was.
Damn, you weren't around. You were a little boy.
Bruh, Bill Clinton was
You were a
president
little
in the
boy.
90s.
When did you hear about the Monica Lewinsky shit? Last year?
I had a joke about that. I told as a kid. As a kid, I
You
told
found
this
about
joke.
Monica
What does
last
Monica
year.
Lewinsky and a soda pop machine have in common?
What?
They both say insert bill here.
Oh. And nobody got
that was
it.
a lighter drop. It's like a mic drop.
If you would have said that shit in history class, that would have been the best.
They would be like, who the
you
fuck
would
is
have got
Bill
suspended,
Clinton?
Yeah.
and then your parents would have got called. Is what would
Not if it was in the 90s. My teachers would have laughed and told the joke to the other teachers.
No, you're right though, man. They have a
They all have
something-
unique voices.
They all do. Unique. So, but that's one thing you guaranteed to get.
There you got this.
You're going to get some president impressions every time they have an
Right.
elected new one. Every time, so like comedians can't wait to kill that
Carl.
shit.
Carl,
Mhm.
let me tell you something. Let me tell you, this is a great nation. I'm not gonna. It's great. I'm not gonna give. It was greater when I
Can
was
you
the
imagine
president. but
if you
it's
knew
not ever
that
great.
guy and he wasn't even the president, but his
Gosh,
voice
what would he
was
do?
that way? Wouldn't you be like, can you not?
But think about it, how long Trump has been around and nobody ever fucking did impressions of him.
Oh, no,
Or
people
They
talk-
really didn't. I mean,
No,
not
I
as
don't
often.
remember it. I remember
people
him.
doing it.
I remember Trump being in hip hop
Oh
lyrics.
no, they did because of the show.
no.
You're fired.
Oh yeah, that's it.
And
Yeah, you're
before
right.
that, they just did visual impressions.
True.
You'd have people dress up like him.
But now you got
With
so
the
many
wig.
people that come out. They talk like this.
Yeah, you're right. When
What would he do though? Like,
yeah, you're right. Doing that. What is it? Shark Tank? What was it?
no, it was
Apprentice.
Apprentice.
Apprentice. Yeah, that was. you're
Omarosa.
right. That's when they did the impressions. I remember that. I didn't pay attention to that show. I paid attention to Trump in the '80s,
Yeah.
but those shows and all that, I didn't pay attention to that.
I watched
shit.
an interview with him and the Barstools guy because the Barstools guy went to White House and interviewed him. And he's like, I've been so many songs. I've been every rap song you could think of.
Not for the right reasons.
He's like, I think I
motherfucker.
searched
Well,
it. It's something
actually,
like,
they- but
it's
now
like
they're not.
47. Now they're not. They were before.
Now
It
they're
was
not.
about
Back
money.
then, talk
before.
about money. Yeah, money.
I got Trump money and that kind of stuff. But now it's fuck Donald Trump.
I know, but now it would represent something different and be like, yeah, I got that Trump money. Like, oh, you're going to lose it in a few weeks
Yeah, exactly.
or have to launder it so you don't pay taxes on
Yep,
it.
that's
Oh
exactly-
gosh,
I don't want Trump money. I
Hey.
want money that fucking goes right in the bank
That's a
easily.
bit,
money.
Matty. Write that down.
clean
Matty.
money. Oh, Manny's writing rap verses
I
over
know.
here for
no,
us.
I'm saying that's true. That's a good bit right there.
True.
I don't do political humor, and I don't do it on purpose.
I feel you. I do
Yeah.
it, but I don't do it in a way. Because you got some comics like Dennis Miller, he'll give you an hour and a half of all political shit. Not me. I will give you 5 minutes of it, but it's not the target Trump. It's not the target Republican. I'm just
Right.
making fun
It's just
of
making
shit.
fun of the whole thing.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
try not to do any of it, mostly just because, like, for the venue of what comedy is for most people, it's like them going out, to see something entertaining. And I think only because it's now, if I was a comedian 10 years ago, maybe it would have been different. But because I started, 4 years ago or whatever it was, people are kind of sick of it. They're sick of hearing about it. And so when I was doing
Especially
a show,
the last 4 years.
yeah, when I was doing a show, I wanted it to be a place where you're not going to have to hear about it. Because, God,
Mm-hmm.
if you're on social media, you have to hear about it because at least a third of your friends are complaining or they're posting it constantly. And so for me, like, politics and consent go hand in hand. And I don't want to have to see your shit all the time. Like, when I choose to go and learn about a candidate or what's happening or a measure, that's by choice. I don't want to have to hear about it. Just like religion. I don't want to have to hear about your religion.
Yeah.
But if I decide to ask you about it or if I go out of my way to learn about it, that's when I'm...
But that's a good point because
Right.
you got...
it's all about timing, man. I just don't... There's certain things I don't want to hear, but like, I love hearing about your religion at the right time.
Right.
Yeah, because you got some that are... Because, even if you go to Netflix and you put in stand-up comedy, to the side it's going to say political, raunchy, or whatever. It's just like...
Right.
And to me, it's like, I don't like labels. I don't like somebody...
Right.
Plus, I like a guy that can do a lot of different things
That's
too.
it.
So I don't
Like
want always-
you touched. I've seen you touch or heard you touch on politics, but you do in a way your show where it's like relevant to everybody and it's funny to every. It doesn't matter if you're
Yeah.
Republican
Yeah,
or
it don't-
Democratic.
that's it.
You're not
Exactly.
picking on a party. You're just making fun of the thing.
Not
as a
picking on
whole.
the party.
I did violate my own rule one time. And it was for I think my second year of comedy. And I was doing a routine that was about accidentally fucking a Trump supporter.
Oh,
And it's very real, but it's like, having sex with a girl and everything's going great. And then all of a sudden you realize oh shit, this is going to be an issue. You know what I mean? Like that. And it was a real thing that happened.
Yeah,
to me.
yeah.
And so as political as I got was basically I just talked through the date. How it was going great. We were vibing, we're smoking off a bong.
and super high.
Coincidentally. So we're, everything's great. And then it gets physical as it sometimes does. And then, afterwards.
hit you?
Get physical. Like,
She
when
hit
you
you.
choked
Then we
her?
started beating the shit out
I
of you.
require some
Man.
violence to get an erection. I don't know about you guys. No, I'm kidding.
Hey,
But-
beat the fuck out of me real quick before we start.
Yeah, exactly. If you really want to get all the inches, you gotta have to, put some effort in. But no, so things go well. But after, the pillow talk moment is when I look over at a dresser and she's got a fucking "Make America Great Again" hat, and I'm like,
She was wearing it when she's on top of you.
She's wearing it backwards.
Oh yeah, you're gonna take this.
And then she turns it backwards when she's going to get rough. Like, God damn.
right, exactly.
And she want to get gangster. She cock it to the side.
And it just got awkward. It got awkward because I asked her about it. Because I was hoping, I don't like to prejudge anything, but I was hoping that it was kind of a joke. Like some people would sort of, it was, No, it was like a real thing, and then she said something like, "Oh, I love to put it on and piss people off," and I was just like, "We're not going to work out. We're definitely not
Just
the
to piss people off."
See,
I
that's
love that.
fucked up.
When people do stuff just to piss people off.
Right.
Well, I mean, honestly,
but
man.
the joke was that, like, about how like I turned it into a story where I discover in the middle of having sex with her, I see the hat.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the difference from the reality.
Yeah.
But so in the joke, the joke is about me like having to maintain an erection, knowing that I'm sleeping with a Trump supporter. And then how I get through it is because I'm like, well, I mean, they're fucking us, so I guess I should fuck one of them. You know?
See,
so that is
I
as
like
political as I ever got.
Yeah, I feel you. But
And-
that's good. I like that. I could laugh at some shit like that and
right.
move on. But
And then also, but at the same time, I would make jokes about snowflakes and stuff like that. I'm not trying to say my opinion is one or the other. It's just more like if I'm going to give it to one, I'm going to give it to the other group too.
Yeah.
I can't stand when somebody's sitting in the crowd and you're not even bashing any party, you're not even bashing the president, and you say something and they just got to keep coming back with you yelling some shit about their political views. It's like, this is not the place for that, man. Go somewhere.
Yeah.
Like this is just straight up stand-up comedy show. Just like when you show up to a fucking buffet, you don't know what you're gonna get. But if you see shit you don't like, you gonna fucking yell at somebody like
Right, you're gonna stand in
Who
line.
the fuck made macaroni?
No, like like what it would be like
With no
similar to
No
that.
cheese.
It'd be like a guy standing at the buffet and there's no ham and he's just yelling ham,
Yeah.
ham over and over again.
Yeah,
You know,
exactly. Just ham, like really.
but it's that mentality. It's the same.
How's
It's
the motherfucker?
That's a Muslim.
what
That's
it
a
is.
Muslim.
If you honestly, and I'm gonna get deep on you here for a minute.
That's a Jew.
If you honestly believe that blurting out loudly over the top of what's going on, your opinion is a way to change people's minds, you are a bully.
It's the same way
And
with
an
the
idiot.
argument. It's the same way if me and Zach are arguing and I'm yelling and physically my body, I'm
You're
bullying
using
you.
bully
yeah,
energy.
exactly. It's the
Yeah.
same.
And here's the thing.
It's actually a weakness because it shows that you're insecure about what you're talking about. or
If
doing.
you
Real shit.
can't intelligently defend your point, you have lost an argument.
Right.
So the moment that you descend into madness and start yelling and calling somebody a snowflake or telling
Right.
somebody
Bitch.
their opinion,
Sometimes
is.
silence is the best reaction.
where it's that that absolute argument, like, oh, if you think that way, you're this, or
Right.
if you think that way, you hate America.
Yeah.
Those are the kind of people who use
Small-minded.
belief. No, I wouldn't even say that. It's what they've been trained.
Yeah,
what
that's
they've been
how
shown.
they
Yeah.
deal with stuff.
So know that if you're that kind of person that yells your political opinion out and you yell it out aggressively, talking over the top of other people,
Standing up over
A,
more.
you're never going to win them over. That's not you catch flies with honey, not with salt. You're never going to win somebody over by making them feel bad about their opinion. No, you're going to win someone over with intelligent conversation, being able to maintain your cool-headedness. Because I got so many friends who I do not agree with at all politically, but I'll sit them down and be like, tell me what your side thinks
Oh,
about
I love
this.
having conversations like that.
Yeah.
And being able to separate, like, if we don't agree, we don't agree, but we don't
And
have
here's
to
the thing,
fucking
if
hate
you
each
can't
other.
intelligently describe your opinion without getting upset, it's most likely because you don't actually have enough research to back up what you're saying, and you're getting angry because you realize you're getting called on.
I love watching rap battles.
Me too.
I love it. And I was watching Cassidy go against Hitman Holla.
Ooh, I love him.
And they had a face-off days before the actual rap battle. And these rap battles are huge now. It's like you got an audience.
Drake
you
puts them
stage.
on. Drake puts them
Yeah,
on.
It's
and
a lot of pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a lot of pressure compared to what it used to be.
Yeah, exactly.
It used
That's
to be
what-
like 10 guys in a
Yeah,
circle on
that's
the street.
exactly
So
what-
it's a lot of fucking people that come to these things.
And so in the face-off, you got the mediator in the middle, and you got Cassidy sitting there, you got Hitman Holler sitting there. And Hitman Holler I thought he was going to fucking have a heart attack because he was yelling and screaming and kept getting up. And Cassidy just sat there rolling up his joint while he was yelling.
Didn't give a
like,
shit. Yeah.
Man, what you standing up for? Like,
Right.
And I'm just watching his cat and the guy who went back and who was doing the commentating on, he would pause and say, like, see, you notice how he's standing up? He's pointing out all the things that Matty was just talking about. He was he was pointing out all the things Matty was talking about. When you start to lose yourself. Yes, that's what he was saying. The insecurity is coming up. Yeah. He was noticing, oh, you talking about money. You talking about this and that. But it's just a rap battle. Yeah. You're not,
you're at your weakest when you're speaking from that place.
Right.
And then check this out.
Because then you're just acting up emotion.
And this is why Eminem would win so many rap battles. Yeah. Somebody would say some shit about him, and his response would be to clap back immediately with a better insult on himself. And
that's the thing.
And then turn it around and be like, you should have thought of that, what I just said, but you didn't. Yeah. Because I just fucking.
Well, that was the thing with him. You couldn't tell him anything that he hadn't told himself way worse. So when you insult him, you're like an idiot because they're like, he already says this.
Exactly. And that's what Cassidy said, why he's so strong at battle raps, because he's been through so much. Yeah. And he's heard it all.
Yeah, that guy's been around a minute.
It ain't nothing you can say to me. Because he was up for attempted murder. He did prison. He lost money. All all that stuff. But then
that is such a different art. Like, I think people don't often realize that within rap and hip hop and lyricism, which by the way are three different things.
Right.
Between rap and hip hop and lyricism, there is a big difference of what kind of art that actually is. So for example, just like some painters are oil painters, that's a certain skill.
Right.
Some painters are watercolor painters, totally different skill. Right. Some people draw instead of paint. So hip hop is one thing, rap is one thing, and pure lyricism doesn't even require music. A lot of times it can be a spoken word and
they don't even use beats for the ciphers at times.
Battle rap, the thing about battle rap that makes it a next level art is it requires keeping current with modern styles of hip hop. Because if you come to battle rap and you're doing like some late 80s, late 90s shit, you're going to get slaughtered.
And you really got to use your fucking mind.
You got to use your mind. You got to be fast. And the other thing about ad-lib, in the moment ad-lib, it's easier when you can talk about something positive.
Right.
It's way harder. It's way harder to insult somebody in the moment. So these guys, they're not only insulting you, but they're thinking 3 to 4 lyrics ahead of where they are, so they can still make sure it rhymes. And they're thinking about ways to kind of like have that aha lyric at the end that's really going to cut you. And they're thinking about phonetics, and they're doing all of that while they're trying to anticipate what you're going to say about them.
Yeah, that's it. That's what they're doing. Yeah.
So there's so many things going on with these guys that are freestyle battle rappers, even more than regular freestyle guys. I just give so much prop to anybody that can stand and do that. And that's why I love a good comedy roast. It's the same way. Yeah. Because a good comedian, if you're getting roasted or if it's a roast battle between comics,
you have something you can come back
you're anticipating what they're going to say about you, and you're ready to clap.
Yeah, I love roasting stuff too. But to hit on what you were talking about, the whole rap battle thing. There's the compliments that you're talking about. There's actually Roan and Pat Stay.
I just watched this.
Roan and Pat Stay, they have a compliment rap battle. Yeah, he's so like, fucking you're great. So fucking nice. He's like, I would marry you twice, and like so many things are just going off. And it's hilarious. So funny.
The one thing he gets angry too at the end. Like
but they're complimenting,
and he's talking about like, you don't even know how much I want to fucking be you.
Yeah,
it's Roan, so good.
Dude, Roan hit the rhymes. So like good. A lot of times these battle rappers write their shit like before, but even that is impressive with the shit they come up with, and the fact they're able to remember all these battles, but they also incorporate shit that's happening in the battle, so they'll take that and add it on to the rap they're already doing, so it's relevant to what's happening right now.
Right, it's just like a comic on the way to a show, gets an idea about something to happen.
I want to use it right away.
Or you guys probably had it when you're doing your show, and then something happens, or you're going off crowd.
I want so bad for us to have the kind of comedy scene here locally where people actually have that. Like, I miss that concept. I don't want to do a formal roast. It's been done before, but I do love the comedic battle, but what I don't love is the pre-written. Yeah, I don't love a pre-written battle. I don't love that shit. Like if you're gonna sign up for a battle with another comic, bring it in the fucking moment, and I'm not gonna give you details about them.
Right?
Why would I give you any ammunition? Like if you really have it, if you really are a good freestyle comedian, and you really can battle. You can battle right now in the moment with no information to a stranger you've never seen before.
Yeah, true.
And that's what I feel with comedy. True. If I ever put together that show, which I'd love to put together that show. That'd be cool. So if you're out there and you're interested as a comic,
that's right.
Get in touch, motherfucker.
Right. And before we wrap up, Zach, tell us, man, how's that weed feeling? What's up with it?
Oh, I feel good. I feel like a great babe.
You feel that was a cartoon too at one point.
I was just gonna say, do you remember Laugh Olympics? And that's what Great Babe was part of that. Barbera.
Yeah.
I'll take 5 to go, please.
He gave you a damn nugget, man.
I ain't got. What am I gonna
Give
eat?
us some honey mustard. Give him a nugget.
Zach act like he'd never even smoked before. He's like, what do I do with this? Do I like topically rub it on my skin?
No, I think I have a grinder at home still. A grinder. Shout out to Grinder.
Shout out to Grinder. What?
Circle back.
Circle back.
Hashtag Heckleproof Grinder.
Man, this has been a great episode.
Yeah, it's fun, man.
If enough men write in, we will set up a grinder for Heckleproof.
We will set up a grinder for Heckleproof.
We've talked too much shit.
Levi's a cover photo. Blocking his face because no one's
We all about equality, baby. Come on through. We love you. What?
Levi and his Levi's on Grinder.
I wouldn't have doubted if Levi was on Grinder, but his Grinder.
He's like, guys, just use my account. I have one.
No, it's probably like a trick though. He like tricking them gay dudes, like right. So they click on his profile, and instead of pics of him, it's just all the movies he's ever been in.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like his IMDb, but it's like disguised as a Grinder profile.
Hey, Levi, we're gonna create one called Meat Grinder. MEET Grinder. Get it? Meat Grinder.
Yeah, didn't you
No,
produce?
I'm the only one. All right, fuck it.
Weren't you a producer on Remember the Tight Ones?
That's not a sports reference.
No, it's not. All right, guys.
Thank you for listening, watching, whatever you do.
Don't forget.
Episode number 6.
Like
and
subscribe.
Follow us on every social media platform.
And our new website is heckleproofpodcast.com.
Don't forget to like and subscribe. And follow us wherever fine podcasts are streaming.